You're very welcome back to the second part of the show. Well, what a ball we had in Bere Island. We've just landed here now in Whiddy, so come on with me and we'll see what the crack is. So I'm here with Tim, a resident here on Whiddy Island. Tim, good morning to you.
Oh yeah.
Beautiful view you have here. So you were born and reared here in Whiddy Island. So can you tell me, what was it like growing up here back in the day?
Oh, it was a lot different to what it is now. We didn't have any ESB, running water, or no ferry service. So it was hard going, like. You know, every house had their own boat for going to the mainland. They were only small rowing boats. The piers were bad. And on a bad evening or a bad day, the boats had to be pulled manually up out of the water, you know, for shelter. And there was a shop on the island at that time, all right, with post office and a school. It was great. Like,
what was the population back then?
When I went to school first, 1955, the school had been closed for 7 or 8 years at that stage. And there was 7 of us became of school-going years, then the school got opened again. And the population was somewhere in the region of 100.
Okay. And the reason the school had been closed, had it been a decline in population then?
Yes, yes. It closed in 1947 and opened again, as I said, 1955.
So what was it like being in school with 7 other people going through the whole of it?
But we didn't know any better, so we thought it was grand. And we did okay, like. But, at that time, then, there was very few people who went to second level schooling on the island because of the fact that there was no transport and no ferries and that kind of stuff.
So did you go straight to work when you finished primary school, more or less?
Close enough, yeah. And working, well, messing about really for a few years, and then Gulf Oil came in the islands in 1966, and we all went working there. And that was it. There was no immigration at that stage then because of Gulf Oil. And I got married in 73 and moved to Bantry, and that was it, like.
Was it a mainlander that you married, or was it a lady from Whiddy?
No, it was a mainlander, yeah.
Hence the move?
Hence the move, yes.
You couldn't convince her to come out here now?
On occasions, yes.
And you're back actually this was the home you grew up in?
That's right, yeah.
And what kind of a future? I mean, you hear an awful lot in the news about, the islands are worried about their futures because of the declining population. What kind of a future do you see for Whiddy?
I'd be fearful of it, to be honest with you. I've spoken to a lot of people there over the past number of years, and I would say, I don't know, maybe 20 years' time, it will be pretty bleak.
Do you think the island will be uninhabited then, or will it be more or less people of summer houses and they're just part-time living here? Is that what you see it?
I would say part-time, yes. Yes. I can't see any young people moving back here.
Okay, I'm here with Tim. Tim's no stranger to the show. You were on the Cork County Matters show last year. Tim, how are you? Very good morning.
Yes, how are you?
Beautiful island. As you know, we're doing a series of them, and we're here at Whiddy now. It's an island steeped in a lot of history.
It is. It's got all kinds of history. It's got military history. There was a lot of fishing out of this island. I suppose ourselves, maybe in Bere Island, are different to the islands in that we have a lot of military history because the bay was so strategic with the deep water and safe anchorage. Yeah.
What kind of military base was there here?
Well, I suppose you can go right back to the 1600s. The O'Sullivan Bears had a castle here, and there was a battle fought in the eastern end of the island before they went down to invade Dunboy. Donald Combe sailed up the bay and attacked the British here. Then you had the French came in here in 1796, and I believe, I'm not sure, but I know they landed in Whiddy. It was at least 500 French soldiers and sailors landed in Whiddy to convalesce. I don't think they landed anywhere else. And then we had 3 batteries. There's one over here, and there's one on either end of the island. And they were built about 1807, to defend the bay. They were decommissioned about 1835. And then we had the American Air Force here in the First World War. Well, they were the Naval Air Service. There wasn't even an Air Force in America at that stage.
And was there ships here in the bay?
There was, well, more down towards Castletown Bere. A lot of the ships now that were in there were some of the ships that were sunk in Pearl Harbor, like the Oklahoma, the Utah, the Nevada. They served below Castle Bere. But up here, it was the Naval Air Service on the island here. They had seaplanes. They were hunting for U-boats, trying to protect Allied convoys. But there was a big base here. There was about 420 Americans here, and a slipway. They'd be pulled into these hangars. They were big planes. They were about 95, 96 feet wide and 45 feet long. So they weren't here too long. You see, the base was opened the 25th of September, and the war was over the 11th of November. So they were only here for about a year, or I mean, in total a year building the base and before they left it. Yeah.
Okay, so and I suppose that kind of ended the whole military aspect of the island then, did it?
That ended the military aspect of the island. Fishing was very important here. Fishing and farming is actually very good agricultural land on the island. But I think it was 1905. I saw there was some questions asked in the House of Commons about the welfare of the Whiddy Island fishermen. There was about 150 people fishing on this island at that time, and they were afraid that steam trawlers coming to the bay were going to affect their livelihoods. So we're down to one fisherman now.
One fisherman. It's frightening, really, isn't it?
It is, but I suppose it's kind of a story not only in the islands, but it's happening all over rural Ireland. Really, depopulation. It's a serious thing in the future, like a serious roadblock to overcome.
And behind us here, there's an island that I believe your brother actually, at one time I was told, used to swim his cattle out there.
He used, yeah. He still keeps cattle out there at the moment, but they go in out in the barge, you know. Yeah, we've often some cattle in out there. Yeah.
And how big of, farming is that another industry that's after declining here in Whiddy?
It has, I suppose, farming is holding its own. The biggest problem, farming is fine. We just don't have the farmers anymore. A lot of the family farms are closed down or sold up. But I mean, it's not all, it's not all doom and gloom either. Like we have a nice community here still. We have a good viable community, and we all work together and help each other out. And
yeah, that's the one thing I suppose from my visits to the islands that seems to be the kind of recurring theme, is that everybody, the sense of community really is huge. Everybody helps everybody out, no matter how stuck you are. Everybody's there to kind of rally round and dig each other out, I suppose.
Right. Well, that's island life. Like that's we all depend on each other, and it doesn't mean we have to live in each other's pocket or anything, but it just means that when we're in trouble, we're there for each other. We could be fighting today, but if we need help tomorrow, we'll always get help from our neighbours. So.
And as an islander, somebody who was born and reared here, would you welcome people to move to the island to increase the population?
Oh, I would, yeah. Like I can see even at the moment, and there's lots of openings for little small businesses and things, and it'd be lovely to see people come in and try and make a go or something like that. Like we have no B&B on the island, or we have no hostel, and it'd be great to see someone open up a business like that. Yeah.
You think there's the business there to encourage that?
I think there is. I think visitor numbers are going up every year, and I think, like in the last 4 years now, there's an island council. We elect 2 people from each island at this council, and we started to work together on projects. And I think slowly but surely we're getting there. We're increasing tourism. Like we're marketing ourselves as a 7 Island brand. It's very unique to have 7 islands, and say this island would be kind of in the centre, so 40 minutes either side of this island, there's 7 islands within contact.
Right. And so ends our second visit to the islands here in Whiddy. We experienced the Irish night where there was plenty of crack agus ceol. We spoke to the 2 Tims, no relation, about growing up here and the history of the island. Prior to this, we were in Bere Island, where we heard from Cuiger, a traditional group who've transformed one of the island poems into song. We spoke to long-time islander Ger about life growing up in Bere Island. We also found out a bit about the military history there, and we nearly scared the life out of Martin on a sea safari. Sorry about that, pal. Well, special thanks has to go out to Tim and John, who've certainly made our trips here very memorable. If there's one thing I could try and encourage you to do, at least once in your life, visit the islands, because I can tell you that the experience that you'll take away from here will be nothing short of positive. So if you have an event that you'd like us to cover, you can email us, corkirishtv.ie. If you're a fan of social media, then you can catch us on Facebook and Twitter. But till next time, from me to you, slán go fóill.